What's up, everyone? Sorry, I'm eating toast. So, I'm one of probably a good amount of people right now that are pretty unsure about how they feel about this Combat Evolved remake. Now, I absolutely love the first game, I grew up with it. I think a remake could be really cool, but basically, the biggest problem I have right now is I don't trust 343. And I feel like they've done a lot to make me not trust them, and I don't think a lot of other people trust them in the Halo community either. You could make the argument that they're under new management and they're different now, they're changed, but the reality is Microsoft still owns them. They're a publicly traded company and everything that they do is for profit. And on a side note, since this new leadership has taken over so far, they've cut development on MCC. It looks like they've abandoned Infinite. They upped the store prices in Infinite, which were already like a little crazy. And most importantly, they've told us absolutely nothing. They don't say anything. And this is part of the problem. They just never say anything. Now, as of right now, the current leadership just needs to prove that they're willing to do what is best for Halo and the fan. Big emphasis is "and the fans." Because for years, they've just been sitting there talking about the wider audience or this broader audience that they keep going after. And the biggest concern of mine is that this remake that they're rumoring is just an excuse for them to reboot stuff for a newer audience. And we all saw with the Halo show how bad it is when they try to erase the stuff that Bungie did. And that's another big point of mine is I don't want them to try to retcon things that just don't work with their lore that Bungie did. As far as the PlayStation thing goes, like, that's awesome. I don't have a problem with that. Like, even if they wanted to port MCC to PlayStation, it's like there's tons of fans that kind of just followed Bungie over to PlayStation when they left Microsoft. And I feel like a lot of those fans that do play Destiny still are still interested in Halo. They just don't like what 343 did with it. But the bottom line is I hope that if the remake is true, that it's going to be a faithful remake and that it's good. And the big things that I care about is that they keep the dialogue the same, they keep the art style the same, they keep the cast the same. I don't want to listen to a new Cortana or a new Master Chief. I feel like the best thing that they could do for that is maybe re-record the lines if they need to deliver them differently or whatever, re-record the music, but keep the game the same thing, but just bring it up to 2024, make it play better. That's one thing. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of a janky game in 2024. You know, make it play better, make it look better. Do what Bungie would have done with it if, well, I guess Bungie kind of sucks right now, but do what 2001 Bungie would have done with 2024 technology. That is the best way that you can do this. Don't retcon things, don't cut things out, don't recast, just make a great solid remake. That's all I care about. This isn't meant as a bash on 343 in any way. I absolutely love Halo Infinite. I love the game's campaign. The multiplayer is a little sweaty, but I love it. And I want them to continue making Halo. I just want them to do it in the best way possible. I just don't want them to try to make a quick buck off of like a cheap remake that they've already done once already. But anyway, I think you guys are all cool. That's pretty much all I had to say, so I appreciate you listening if you made it this far. Don't forget to hit the like button, hit subscribe, all that fun stuff. Peace.